Hello. In today's video, we are going to talk about one of the deepest desires of the human heart, something that is instilled in us from childhood and grows with us over the years. The desire to live a grand adventure, just like in fairy tales. In this essay, I am going to prove to you that this dream is entirely possible, and I will do it through the universe of movies and TV shows. Are you ready? Let's go. Everybody knows at least one story about true love. Heroes, villains, princes, and princesses. We read stories like this from childhood. Cinema strives to bring plots like this to little ones, but also to youth, adults, and seniors. Have you ever wondered why? The answer is simple. We all want to live a grand adventure. And, without wanting to sound overly romantic, there is no greater adventure than loving and being loved. Watching all of this in movies and TV shows fulfills us, even if only in an incomplete way. Literature from various eras and peoples proves that this desire has always been present within us. Is greater than, kiss me with the kisses of your mouth, for your love is more delightful than wine, and the fragrance of your perfumes is gentle. Is greater than Song of Songs, 990 BC, Ancient Kingdom of Israel. Is greater than, I must tell you, you have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you. Is greater than Pride and Prejudice, 1813, England. To illustrate this theory, I am going to use a film that will definitely make you think. We are going to talk about the love described in the movie times. Everything. Maddie is a girl who lives trapped at home. Her social circle is restricted to 3 people: her mother Pauline, her nurse, Carla, and her nurse's daughter, Rosa, who becomes her best friend. Maddie has been diagnosed with SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency, a rare disease that means she has no immunity to any type of virus or bacteria. Deprived of simple things like going to school, she tries to make her life as close to normal as possible, through 2 avenues: the internet and reading. Even so, Maddie lives with the feeling that her life is incomplete. She feels the urge to step out of that hermetic bubble of safety and have an adventure, but she knows that if she does, she could die. Everything changes when new neighbors move in next door. Maddie's curiosity about Ollie makes her days stop being just a repetition of the day before. Maddie and Ollie's initial contacts were physically safe for her. As soon as the new neighbor learned about the rare condition of the beautiful girl next door, he managed to interact without posing a risk, thanks to the internet and phone calls. However, what was just a casual connection turned into something uncontrollable, a deep passion. From that point on, the lines of protection were crossed little by little, until they were in the same room for a few days, until the kiss happened. It didn't take long for Maddie's mother to find out and try to cut the tie between them. At that point, it was already impossible to go back to her old life. Anyone who experiences the adrenaline that only passion can bring cannot stop at just the first dose. So, Maddie goes all in and runs away with Ollie. As expected, Maddie gets sick, and, after spending time in the hospital, she returns home. Even though she loves Ollie, she breaks up with him. For Maddie, it wasn't fair. Ollie was healthy and had the right to live life without restrictions, which wouldn't happen if he stayed with her. Sooner or later, he would leave her. And in the end, the pain would be inevitable. What Maddie didn't know was that Ollie didn't need someone to set him free. He loved her and suffered much more when she broke up with him than from any movement restrictions. That pain increased even more when Ollie moved back to New York. Maddie found out the hard way that her old, risk-free life was also a dull life. It was merely survival. However, her runaway trip with Ollie actually turned out to be her passport to real life. Upon hearing from the doctor who treated her at the hospital, Maddie discovered that she had never been sick. Her mother, a woman traumatized by the loss of her husband and older son, and afraid of suffering again, invented the diagnosis to protect her daughter from everything that could pose a risk. In the end, Ollie and Maddie reunite and the movie ends. It is impossible to know if they stayed together forever, or if, at some point in life, their paths parted ways. What we do know is that she finally started living, because loving is the greatest adventure, exactly like in fairy tales. I hope this video has convinced you of that.